laugh, let them weep, let them yell, let them sigh. Only one must say, let them name it traps and men to pray to Jehovah me, I pray. Let them laugh, let them weep, let them yell, let them sigh. Only one must say, name me traps and men to pray to Jehovah me, I let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sigh. Only one must say, let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah me, I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sigh. Only one must say, let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah me, I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody sweat the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as
Hello, Kwanjus and Wanani. Welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. My name is Dr. Riel Nkunene, and I'm going to be your host for today. So if you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on mindset for success, cultivate your mindset for success. So in Maryland, we have Monique Pearson. And in Israel, we have Yossi Montrose. In Toronto, we have Pamela Lee. And in Wales, in the United Kingdom, we have Paula J. Roscombe. So at this moment, I'm just going to let our speakers to introduce themselves. You can go ahead, Monique.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Since we are from all over, I think that should hit everyone. Again, hi, my name is Monique Pearson, and I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Without Limits Enterprises. And what I do is assist women to elevate, expand, and explore their mindsets. Happy to be here and be able to share with you all today.
Wow. It's an honor to have you, Monique, and I'm looking forward to hear more of your message. And thank you for saying yes today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. You can go ahead, Yossi, and please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. My name is Yossi Montrose. I'm the founder of Performable, where I help people improve their quality of life, living without pain, and helping their mindset achieve greatness, because you can't achieve what the body can't. So you need both to achieve, and you can't be in pain. So that's what I do, and I'm looking forward to talking later. Thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. Yes, I'm looking forward to hear more of that message, Yossi. And thank you for being with us today.
Pleasure.
You can go ahead, Pamela, and please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Pamela and I'm a weight loss health coach and Zumba instructor. I do everything online, so I mainly help women over 30 lose 10 pounds plus so they can gain confidence, boost energy, and reduce their stress while eating their favorite foods. But if your goal is not weight loss at the moment, I can help with other aspects of like whatever fitness and health goal you desire, whether it's to be more consistent, gain strength, gain muscle mass, improve your cardio, and so on. But maybe not bodybuilding. But yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking later.
Wow. I'm looking forward to hear more of the nuggets around weight loss, because it's been a struggle. So you are the right person that I can always reach out to. Thank you for saying yes, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
You can go ahead, Paula, and please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, hello, wonderful people around the world. I am Paula J. Roscoe, and I'm a grief guru and international award-winning author. and I'm the founder of my Facebook page for women to come back to life. And my passion is to help and enrich mothers who have lost their children and they're lost within grief to come back to life and be the authors of their own futures using brilliant and amazing writing therapy, amongst many other things. So I'm excited to be here all the way from Wales, UK.
Oh, wow, wow. It's an honor to have you, Paula. And yes, we need someone like you who will be like, you know what? There is still life after this, that the grief, you'll have to get over it. And I'm looking forward to hear more of the nuggets that you're going to drop in today. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So Monique, I have a question for you. If you happen to have your own billboard, I can see your billboard coming down there in the busy highway in Maryland. What will your billboard say?
My billboard would say that she left here empty. And I mean that to say, in the words of my mentor, that you are to live a full life and walk in your calling and all the gifts that God has given you. And you would leave here empty if you spilled all of that out on those who came into contact with you. So that's what my billboard would say.
Wow, she left here empty because you decided like just to do it all. You have to live your life to the fullest so that you can die empty. All the dreams, all the visions, all the talents, just live it. Live through it. I love it. I love it. How about you, Yossi? Maybe I don't know where your billboard is gonna be. Is it South Africa? Is it Israel? What will your billboard say?
It's just pain-free quality of life, living, and again, achieving whatever you want to achieve, living to the fullest as well, but pain-free quality life.
Pain-free quality life. Yes, live to the fullest. Wow, wow. What a profound message in that billboard. Like our lives really, we are full of pain, but we need individuals like you will be like, you know what, just heal over it and just live that pain-free life. What a billboard. Wow, wow. How about you, Pamela? Maybe your billboard excuse me, maybe your billboard is already down there in the busy highway in Toronto. I don't know. What will your billboard say?
I would say it would say, oh sorry. It would say health is wealth for sure and start now, not later, because yeah, it would say health is wealth and start now, not later, not tomorrow, not Monday, not next week.
Now.
Not
Wow.
now, because a lot of people say they can start later, but like it's better to start now, not later, because it's better to invest in your health right now. Invest in your health as well, because why invest in your health when you're sick already, when you're paying for it? It pays to start earlier than later, because if you start later, it's gonna be like, medication bills, a lot of hospital visits.
Yes, yes, that's so true. Your health, you'll have to get started now investing in your own health because you know what? You may wait for tomorrow and that tomorrow will never ever come. So get started now. Start investing, living that healthy life now, that healthy diet now. Wow, wow, what a profound billboard. How about you, Paula? What will your billboard say? Is it Wales is in Great Britain, right?
Yeah, well, yes, we are in Britain. We are like a side country of the UK. So you have Scotland, Wales, England, and Ireland.
Okay.
But we are a country in our own right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. What will your billboard say?
Okay, my billboard. I had to really think about this one. There were so many to choose from, but I actually went for time is not the healer. You are. And if you do nothing, then nothing changes. So make that change for your future.
Wow. Just drop the mic moments right there. Time is not the healer. Just make the changes now. I feel like all the billboards really, they are kind of connecting with one another in one way or the other. So I believe my billboard will be the fifth billboard driving down the highway, and it's going to say what? The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. And it's definitely coming. So we're going to get started. We have Monique Pearson. Monique Pearson, she is an international keynote speaker. best-selling author, mindset coach, and a travelologist. I've never heard of this word before, travelologist. She's saying that just as a ship needs a destination, your dreams need goals. Set them, nurture them, and soar beyond limits. So widely regarded as one of the most empowering voices in motivational speaking today, Monique Pearson is a highly sought after international keynote speaker, best-selling author, mindset coach, and travelologist. Leveraging decades of professional experience as an Army veteran, federal employee, and a travel enthusiast, Monique is on a mission to impact audiences and train women leaders of businesses, corporations, and organizations worldwide to set aside self-imposed limitations and confidently lead in predominantly male industries and environments. She has helped like countless women overcome mental blocks and fears to activate their professional, personal, and travel goals. Monique's extensive expertise and military background have earned her invitations to speak and make guest appearances on major platforms across the globe. She has delivered thought-provoking live and virtual keynote speeches for large audiences, including Women for Women Summit, Love Your Business Summit, Unlock Your Business Brilliance, Black Speakers Network, a Women's History Month speaker series in 2023, and Sean's First Leadership Experience Tour, which was aired to millions of viewers on the OnStage Plus network. Monique has become the leading authority on igniting courage and empowering people to change their lives by changing their thought processes. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Monique Pearson.
Oh, I was saying, who's that lady? Thank you so much for having me on the platform. Super, super happy to be here. Hello, all that me joining us online. So I definitely want to honor our time parameters that were given. So I will go ahead and get started today. I'm going to start off with a famous quote in the words of motivational speaker Robert Chapman, that facing challenges in life is inevitable, but proceeding in doubt, now that is optional. So I don't know, I can't see if we have anyone joining us online, so I'll just go ahead and pose a question to you all. How many have let fear possibly stop you from trying to attempt a goal or a challenge because you thought that you were not able to possibly achieve it? So if we have anyone in the chat, go ahead and raise your hand and let me know if that's possible. And I would like to share with you all a brief story of how I almost let fear stop me from embarking upon an opportunity of a lifetime. So it was 2016, and I was working in Maryland for the federal government, and I came across an opportunity to live and work in Milan, Italy for 3 years. So I jumped at that opportunity and I got the job. But little did I know at that time that that job would open up all kinds of fears, doubts, and challenging of myself that I never had embarked upon before. So I get to the office and I was welcomed by 2 coworkers. That is all we had in this office, was 2 individuals. And she said to me at this time that I would have travel and cognizance of 8 countries. I know you're saying, well, you're in Europe. You're going to go to Spain. You're going to go to Germany. You're going to go to France. Absolutely not. These jobs, these locations that I had to go to was Serbia, Bosnia, Bulgaria. I know you're thinking like, those are not locations that you will jump up and down to go and visit. But what the kicker was, is that I would have to venture to these countries alone. I've never ventured anywhere by myself. And at that point, all feelings of doubt, fear, anxiety, it even got to the point where I started to question my own self-competence. Typically, I'm a very confident worker and go about jobs knowing that I can succeed. This was the first time that I doubted myself in whether I would be able to complete the mission. The fears of getting fired, of getting relieved, all of those spheres of what if started to go through my mind. Perhaps you are sitting on your what if journey at this time. There's something that you would really like to go after in life, but you feel as if you're second guessing yourself, that you may not have the confidence or the skills to be able to go forward in those dreams, those goals, those endeavors. What I would share with you and what I had to share with myself at that time was to pull my resume. And what I mean by that is that I know that you have accomplished something in the past that you may not have thought that you were competent of doing. You may have thought that you didn't have what it takes, but you proved to yourself that you were able because you succeeded in that mission in the past. So if you were able to do it before, you're able to do it again. And that is what I had to rely on at that time during those challenges that I faced in Europe, to go back and pull my receipts. And one receipt that I pulled was living and working in California. I was working as a supervisor. Again, I had no team. It was me and one other supervisor. My office was a trailer in the middle of the desert, surrounded by coyotes and snakes. I worked the midnight shift from midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning. So, being out in the middle of the desert without any people and surrounded by wild animals, there weren't many bathroom breaks. But I had a lot of time to sit there and think and overcome that adversity. So you are also able to face those same challenges, those same adversities. All you have to do is, one, start off with self-belief. Some other tools that I was able to use to help me to get through these challenges in life was affirmations. One, I would suggest looking at a personal goal, a personal aspiration that you have, and write a positive affirmation statement in relation to it. Repeat that to yourself a minimum of 3 times a day. I suggest doing this on a consistent time schedule, in the morning, in the afternoon, as well as in the evening. And what that does is helps to reset and reprogram your subconscious. Your subconscious isn't aware whether you're telling it a truth or you're telling it a lie. So be mindful of the self-talk that you are saying to yourself, because your subconscious will take that in. And then again, you'll start to see those results in your real world. If you suggest or say to yourself that you can, you can. On the same token, if you say that you can't, you can't. So I definitely would say that those will be 2 quick tips that I would leave with you. Happy to share, and I would love to be able to share more with you all. For those women who would love to hear more and get more tips as to how you may be able to elevate, expand, and explore your mindsets, I would love for you to join me July 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be hosting a masterclass and giving more information as to how you may do that. You can register for free at www.5stepmasterclass.com. Those women who are looking to explore and open yourselves up to the world, you can reach me at www.soaringwolimits.com. And for those who are looking for a motivational speaker to empower, encourage, and enlighten your audience, you can reach me at www.IamMoniquePearson.com.
Oh, wow, Monique. Wow, just drop the mic. You've mentioned all the nuggets on how one can actually soar without any limits. And you've shared your experience when you got that opportunity to work abroad, and with that, hoping with that mindset that, since I'm in Europe, I'll be able to do this and that, but only to find that no, it's otherwise. You've also mentioned on how we can actually elevate, expand, and explore our mindset. You've also shared that, like when I was going through your bio, through the lens of psychiatry principles and your real world experiences, you've kind of provided us a roadmap for navigating life's challenges with confidence, with determination, and renewed self-worth. And indeed, you've just instilled confidence and more resilience to our audience. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Monique, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to share. Look forward to hearing the others.
Yes. So now from Maryland to Israel, where we have Yossi Montrose. Yossi Montrose is a holistic co-health professional. He has helped hundreds of clients get rid of back and joint pain over the last 20 years. Yossi has created a unique way of training and sitting, as well as implementing smart nutrition to his clients to get the best out of them. He has had a lot of media exposure and been on TV, radio, newspapers, and magazines. Yossi ran his own podcast called Performer Cast. He is a husband and a father of 3 boys. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Yossi Montrose.
Thank you. Thank you for that, and welcome to your live listeners. I really appreciate it. I'm talking about a healthy mindset, but I'll tell you how I started, how it all began. I was born with a hearing difficulty. That meant I had to wear, in the 80s, these big clunky hearing aids. And I went to school, and I was the only one at school wearing these big clunky hearing aids. And from day one, because I was different, I got teased, I got bullied every single day because I would mishear something, or they'd make fun of my name, or they'd do something. I was isolated. I didn't have any friends. And every single day, my mindset was going to the grave, literally. I didn't want to be in this world. I had no interest in life until I discovered how to improve my body. Because back then, I had back pain, I had shoulder pain, I felt like an old man. I couldn't really move, but I loved sports. And sports was my only saving grace, really, at that time. I started going to the gym, but I felt everything was making it worse. And I couldn't really move until one day they brought the stability ball at the gym. And I just took to it. It was fun. I had my fun. I had my purpose all of a sudden. I started training on it. And in the next few weeks, my back pain started disappearing. I started getting better. I started changing my diets. And I noticed my confidence was starting to get a little better. I started being able to do things that I was so scared of doing as a child because of the bullying. From not being able to go down a kids' playground slide to, in my early 20s, going on a bungee jumping, skydiving, all from getting my body right, getting my alignment right, getting out of pain, thinking different, changing my mindset. Because what was a deficit or detriment to me actually was my superpower. I learned to ignore the haters. I learned to find my own voice. I did things completely in a unique way, in a different way. I went swimming upstream, and I created a way of training, a way of eating that not many people can do with, in terms of what I've achieved on the ball and what I've helped clients to do. And that to me was a huge turning point, because then I was able to improve and get stronger in my mindset. Like I'm leaving those people behind. I'm 44 at the moment. So a lot of those people are overweight, in pain, the ones that bully me, I'm saying. And I'm living my life. I've had amazing experiences. I've had a fully grown lion. I've danced with a fully grown lion, basically with its neck, with its head on my neck, on my jugular, and little kiss and let go. And I had to control that fear, because if I felt that fear, I would have sensed it. I learned to control it because of my bullied background. I learned to dig in deep within myself. And the key to that is starting to get your body right, starting to get rid of all the excess. Because what happens is, when you do that, you are able to get a stronger mind. You're able to think more clearly by putting in the right type of foods, not putting in rubbish, not going for the extra donuts or the extra chocolate or sweets, whatever the case is. Being able to grasp and actually be able to utilize, because absorb all those nutrients, because everything is interconnected. Your mind, your body, your soul is connected. You can't leave one without the other. I've done challenges that many people could do because I built that mindset, that confidence through my training, through the belief in myself that I could do, no matter what other people thought of me. So yeah, if you'd like to follow me and be part of my podcast or contact me to help you improve your life journey and improve your quality pain-free in life and achieve what you want to do, you're welcome to find me on performable.com, www.performable.com, or on Facebook, Instagram. And I love to help you and improve and get rid of that fear or get rid of that I can't mindset, whatever it is that it's holding you back. So thank you so much for having me on the show.
Wow, Yossi, thank you so much for sharing such a profound message, and more especially like your personal experience on how you actually got bullied. Because some people, they I don't always say it's a disability. I always consider as differently able. Like you might have been that individual who's differently able than others, but that doesn't mean that someone else has to talk yourself down. You've mentioned on how looking after your health is so vital for keeping your mind healthy and having the right energy to make success sustainable and enjoying a good quality of life. Wow. What a profound message. Thank you so much. And it deserves a replay over and over again. And it's so funny because you are connected to Pamela. Pamela is also going to speak on weight loss as a weight loss health coach. So your message really is going to connect to one another. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yossi, for sharing such a profound, much needed message.
Thank you.
So from Israel, we are coming back to Canada, where we have Pamela Lee. Pamela Lee is a weight loss health coach and a Zumba instructor. She helps women over 30 to lose 10 pounds so they can gain confidence, boost energy, and reduce their stress reduce their stress while eating their favorite foods. So Pamela do this without restrictive diets or endless like cardio and crazy workouts. So you can develop a better balance with food, activity, and your business or work. She can also help you build a better relationship with food and your digestion, so you can remove the guilt or shame from feasting or even just, eating that chocolate like I do. And another thing Pamela can help you with, if your goal is not weight loss at the moment, she can help you. It's just getting started with your fitness and health goals and eating better, because people have asked her so many questions, such as how to stop snacking or my cravings, and how do I keep being motivated and disciplined to continue my fitness and my health journey. Basically, her method is no basic approach to weight loss and health. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Pamela Lee.
Hi everyone. So actually the word was no BS approach, not no basic. It's like no, yeah. So I know that I'm always promoting lose 10 pounds plus, but the reason why it's so hard for women over 30 and other people to achieve is because they're just focusing on the outcome and the quickest way to get you there, aka fat burners, random programs, random workouts, super strict diets, restricting yourself so much, doing a bunch of diets, and so on. So if you want to lose around 10 pounds in a month to achieve your long-term weight loss goal, I will actually what I would tell you is to actually focus instead on losing around 2 pounds in a week, because you can lose around 1.8 to 3.2 pounds in a week. That way it's more realistic. You're not having unrealistic expectations and you're not constantly hungry, low on energy, and having cravings. Because When you have a huge goal and you're just focusing on the outcome, you make huge drastic changes, but end up gaining the weight back, sometimes by even more, because you didn't focus on making changes not only to your workouts, but nutrition and lifestyle habits too. You also didn't break your old habits, heal your relationship with food and other things, such as working on your mindset, which is an important piece to losing and sustaining the weight, and also working on whatever fitness and health goal that you want. So, if you want to lose around 2 pounds in a week, what I would tell you to do is here are 3 to 4 tips. First is to prioritize strength training 3 to 4 times a week, because you increase your metabolic rate and calorie burn. Because strength training helps increase your resting metabolic rate, which means you'll burn more calories even when you're not exercising. Um, Building muscle mass through regular strength training requires energy both during the workout and during the muscle repair process. This boost in metabolism helps create a caloric deficit essential for weight loss. And then when losing weight is crucial to maintain lean muscle mass. And no, if you do strength training and if you do, you won't get bulky unless you really want to reach there, right? Strength training helps preserve and even build muscle while you lose fat. This is important because losing muscle can slow your metabolism and make it harder to lose weight and keep it off. By maintaining muscle mass, your body composition improves, resulting in a leaner and more toned appearance. And yeah, like I said, it won't make you bulky because many women are worried about that. Oh, if I do strength training, I'll get bulky. That's why they do a bunch of cardio fitness classes, Zumba, and stuff like that. The second tip is drink more water. Drink more water reduces calorie intake by making you feel fuller, leading to a reduction in calorie intake. When you drink water, your digestion, immune system, and energy levels improve, as well as keeping your hunger at bay. So, a tip I would give you right now is to aim for a cup of water before eating so you won't eat too much. So, that's around 6 to 8 ounces if you're using like this. Um, yeah, to measure. The third tip is time management because taking care of yourself both physically and mentally is crucial to lose weight and lose around 2 pounds in a week and achieve your weight loss and fitness and health goals. Time management is really important. Like, I know it is definitely challenging to balance the demands of work, personal life, and health goals, but time management plays a huge role in weight loss because it helps you prioritize your health goals, like making time for exercise, sleep, meal prep, and avoid unhealthy habits sabotaging your progress. For example, with effective management, you will plan and prepare your meals in advance, which will prevent impulsive and unhealthy food choices. That way, you'll avoid skipping meals or relying on fast food or processed snacks when you're short on time. You also get to save money that way. Um, the fourth tip is walking more. So walking is the most underrated exercise. Yes, you still have to do your cardio to lose weight. It's not like it is strength training more than cardio, but cardio is still needed. Um, Incorporating more walking into your daily routine is a simple and accessible way to increase your activity level throughout your day. It can help you burn calories, increase your metabolism, and improve your cardiovascular health, all while reducing stress levels. And if you feel like you can't take a walk like at all during your day, try having like a walking meeting, for example. Like when you're in a meeting, go on a walk. Or even halfway to work, go walk more. And then the last tip I would say is to eat slower because mindful eating is what a lot of people don't realize they need. When you eat slower, which means taking time to eat, not rushed eating, you're noticing when you are hungry and when you are satisfied. The whole idea of this is to pay attention to how you feel before, during, and after your meals. You also get to know how the food tastes and feel in your mouth versus eating out of habit or because you're stressed, bored, or sad. Plus, you'll likely develop a newfound appreciation for the food you eat. It can also help you make healthier choices more often, make positive changes to your routine eating behaviors, and create a sense of awareness around your everyday eating decisions. So, um, if you want to find me, you can add me on Facebook as Pamela Lee, and I also have a free Facebook group where there are a ton of amazing resources to help you get started on your journey, wherever you are at. And I also do Zumba every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you can't make it live, there's the replay, which is available until I mostly post the replay on Wednesday, Friday, like the next day, Friday 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's available until Wednesday 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I always tell people that the replay is the best because some people are busy. I cannot make everyone's time, right? So it's to a way, if you cannot do it for a long time or come to class, you can do like 20 minutes or do 2 warm-ups, a few songs and a cool down, and then that way you can also improve your cardio over time. And then I will post my Facebook group in the chat. And if you want, I have a masterclass that you can watch, which I did like a month ago, which is about cutting cravings for sugar and salt.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Pamela. I'll have to check that masterclass. I should be the first one to check that masterclass because yeah, the terrible sweet tooth is the one that I'm struggling with right now. Thank you so much, Pamela, for, sharing such a profound, much needed message around sustainable weight loss. More especially right now, we're approaching summer this side, and we'll have to show those bodies. So this was a perfect timing to receive such a profound message. I just love the way you've mentioned that you love to try and drink more water in order for that. Drinking more water, it helps to improve your digestive system. And you've also mentioned that when you eat, try to eat slow so that you can, I know we have fast eaters. My son, he's terrible. He's a fast eater. So I doubt if he can experience, like, to taste the different taste of the food that he's eating. So today I've learned something new. I'm going to go back and watch the replay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pamela, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. Thank you. So now we are leaving Canada again. We're going to Wales, where we have Paula J. Roscoe. Paula is a grief guru, international award-winning author, spiritual coach, and angel voice healer, among many other qualifications and achievements. She's saying that I believe that life is to be lived, never merely exist. So Paula is a survivor of years of abuse, suicide, and several mental illness, but it was the sudden death of her son that changed the course of her life. She picked up a pencil and started writing. Writing saved me. And from here, she's qualified as a therapist, a teacher, and trained volunteers to become grief support workers, using her many skills in spiritual, holistic, and writing. She created a 5-month program that guarantees a deepest healing that transforms your mind, body, and spirit to heal after grief, as all three are affected by a death. But counseling alone only focuses on the emotional state. Paula lives in North Wales in the United Kingdom with a husband of not 10 years, not 20 years, but 30 years. And she is a partner to their 3 cats and walking companion to their dog, Sydney. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Paula J. Roscoe.
Goodness. Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Oh, wow. I'm just so brilliant. Okay, so I'm here. I am a specialist in grief and death. And as it's already been said, many years ago, I am a survivor of abuse. I'm a survivor of several suicide attempts. I'm a survivor of attempted murder. But it was the sudden death of our son, Jack, in 1997 that really changed my life. And it changed my mindset to succeed, because it became a thing about my son strived to live for 8 months in my womb, who was I to say no to life? Who was I to suddenly give up? You know, and it was that strength, it was that moment. And then 2 weeks after his death, I picked up a pencil and I wrote my first award-winning novel, Echoes. And I went on to write another 10 books, and I've got another 3 in the publishing queue, which is great. They're all at various stages, which is great. But during this time, not long after losing our son, I then got pregnant with our daughter who has special needs. And it was that mindset of, right, Paula, you've got to get your act together. You know, you have got to stop using your past as an excuse not to live. You've got to stop using your past as the reasons for making excuses, for not doing what you want, for not going after what you want, for not being who I really wanted to be. So I said, right, enough is enough. And even though I was writing and I was loving it, and I absolutely love being an author, don't get me wrong, there was something missing. There was something that I knew I could do. There was something that I knew I could give back to the world. So while I was writing all those novels, I went back and I did lots of small little courses. I learned about various griefs. I learned about death and suicide and abuse. And I tried to understand how it had happened to me, why it had happened, where my mindset was, how I was really thinking about things, how I was really behaving about things. And over 4 years, I finally qualified as a therapist. And as therapists are, it's sort of like a natural progression. You either become a specialist in drugs and alcohol, or a sex therapist, or anything like that. But it seemed that every time people were coming to me, it was always about grief. It was always about trauma. So I realized that that had to be my speciality. So over the years, I concentrated on that. And still, it wasn't enough. I knew that I could do more. I knew that I could create more. I wanted to be able to offer my clients even more. So over the years, I became a movement and music therapist. I became a drum therapist. I became a workshop facilitator for women. I was already a holistic therapist and a beauty, health, and sports therapist. I trained as a teacher for adults, and then I trained people to become grief support workers, because sadly, what I was coming across time and time again was that people did not understand grief. They did not understand trauma. People were going to counselors who would just repeat like a parrot, and how does that make you feel? And how do you feel about that? And that people were coming away from that feeling really despondent and in despair, and it just wasn't good enough. So I trained people to become grief therapists for about 6 years, and I supervised it for about 9. But again, I still wasn't enough. I knew I could add more. And as has already been said, I am a spiritual medium, and I work with the angels every day. And I asked the angels one day, what am I missing here? What is it that I can do for my clients? What more can I add? And they said, look, Paula, you have got 20 years of experience here. You have got all this information. Put together a program that you know is going to heal the women. You know is going to heal anybody who accesses this program. So slowly but surely, that's what I did. And I would go through all the information that I've held on to all these years. I would go through all the exercises that had helped me. Anything that didn't help me was thrown away, because I can't teach something I don't believe in. And I realized that over the years that counseling just wasn't enough for my clients. So I started adding in all the things that I had learned, and I was seeing miraculous results. Because yet, time and time again, my clients were telling me that it was too restrictive. They wanted to tell me so much. They wanted to go deeper in. But sadly, I don't know what it's like in the world, but sometimes here in the UK, you're only given 6 to 8 weeks. So they had to focus on the grief. And I realized that just wasn't the way to come at it. You can't heal from the outside in. You have to heal from the inside out. So I realized that coming at it here wasn't enough. You had to go back, all the way back to the past, and heal from there. Because what you're feeling, thinking, and doing here is dictated by your past. Because that's all learned behavior. That's all learned mindset. So it's no use starting here. You have to start there. And as soon as I starting there, we were seeing huge results. And I'm talking women who were coming in with severe depression, who wouldn't even look up from their shoes. I could barely get words out of them. But over the weeks, we would start doing work and they were miraculous. They were just huge. We would start bringing in music and movement into my workshops, as well as offering counseling and different therapies. But the one thing that has been constant, and because I know that words have power, and because I'm an author, obviously, writing exercises were the most powerful thing that I could offer the women. And I was using instinctive writing exercises. Now, I'm not talking about writing therapy. I'm not talking about journaling, which are fabulous, by the way. That's a very good start. But I'm talking about deep diving writing exercises that make you go, oh, I never thought that. Oh, I never even believed I thought that or felt that. Wow. It's that aha moment. Because when you're working with me, you work from the heart space. You don't work from the head. The very second you start thinking about your answers, you've gone into self-preservation mode. You've gone into, what answer can I say that's safe? And if you want to stay safe, you're going to stay where you are. You're going to stay exactly stuck. I take my clients beyond fine. I take them to, oh, I am enjoying life. This is what life is supposed to be about. Because if that is not what you're feeling, you're not living, you're existing. I take people to life, not existing. And I know people say to me, but this is grief. You know, everyone goes through grief in a different way. Yes, they do. But it's your mindset and it's the words that you say to yourself that matter. So trying to come at it from the outside in is no good. You have to heal your mind, body, and spirit, because it's all three that are affected by grief. So trying to heal just one is no good. It's like putting a plaster on an open wound and having your fingers crossed and hoping for the best. It's not going to happen. You're going to continue having trauma because you haven't healed the actual problem. Yes, you may be grieving about a specific person, but there's lots of griefs and traumas that are behind you in your past that you haven't even looked at. You haven't healed them yet. So how can you heal the grief that's in front of you? It's impossible. You can't. So it's changing your mindset. So when I hear people say to me things like, I'm broken, I'm never going to heal, I'm never going to get over this grief. Well, of course you can't, because you've put those words in. How about changing your mindset to, I may not feel like I'm going to heal right now, but I trust that in the future, I can. Do you see the difference in energy? It's completely different. So you see, you have so much power within you. But during grief and trauma, we can forget that we've got that. So you can change your mindset and see the grief as a wound. And like all wounds, it can be healed. Words have power. So remember what it is you're saying to yourself, because what you say to yourself is what you feel. So go to my website, www.pjroscoe.co.uk, where you can access a free healing package that I offer. And it consists of positive affirmation cards that I've put together with the angels' guidance. They are beautiful pictures that I've taken. I've taken the photos of these beautiful flowers on my walks around North Wales, and the angels guided me and channeled me into putting in the words. And with that, you also get a gentle, loving, relaxing, guided meditation called Circles of Support, which shows you the support that you actually have and you probably don't even realize you've got. And right now, you can also access a powerful 3-day online workshop to download that is at a very low price till August, because I knew I was coming on this. So I thought I'll give you all an extra month to do it. That releases negative emotions like anger, frustration, your stress and tension. You release it And then that allows the love and the joy and the forgiveness to come into your heart space. And you let go of the words that you have always wanted to say to a loved one, but you never did. You never had that chance. You can let go of those words and you can allow life and joy and love to come into your body again. And if you're a woman and you're grieving, you can join my Facebook group for women ready to come back to life. And you can also find me on Facebook, Paula Grief Guru. And I also have a YouTube channel, but I can't remember the link. But I'm out there if you're grieving. And I'm sorry, men, yes, I am going to start a men's group if I have enough men who are interested. But right now I'm focusing on the women. And let's see what the future brings. Let's see what the adventures bring. I love you all. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow. Wow, Paula. Oh my goodness. You know, I love the way you've mentioned that grief is more like a wound and it can be healed. And you've also like shared everything on grief and how to come back to life by just healing completely. You've kind of empowered us to release our own anger, our frustration and stress and tension, to allow, you know, love and forgiveness into our hearts. What a profound, much needed message. You've also mentioned that you also empower people to let go of old grief wounds to become the amazing people that they can be today. And your clients have been coming back to you that now I enjoy living, which is something that we really we really need to do, just enjoy living. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paula, for such a profound, much needed message. I believe really our audience who are just undergoing that kind of phase in their life right now, they've been healed from just you sharing this message with the world. And I will go back and watch the replay. Thank you so much, Paula.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow. Let me check our audience online. Oh my goodness. You know, our audience online, they've been really, really inspired. They've been motivated. And by the way, to all our amazing speakers, please feel free. I've tried to tag everyone on our live on Facebook. You can drop your links in there where our audience can go and reach out to you. Feel free to drop it on Facebook Live. And to our audience online, if you happen to have any questions for Monique, if you happen to have any questions for Pamela, if you happen to have any questions for Paula, please drop them in the chat box and then we're going to attend to your questions at the end of the podcast. So you know what? It's not going to be a show without me showing up and showing off. So I'm going to be the next and final speaker. But before I speak, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my bio with you and then I'll come back and speak. So please do enjoy. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights. Because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach, it's so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainability. I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumelelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial N. Kunene.
Thank you so much, Amazings, because, you know, really just following after you, I can realize that you've set the bar high for me. And I'm like, what else is left like to share around a mindset for success? Like Monique, she mentioned everything on how you can soar without limits, how to elevate and expand and explore your mindset. And then Yossi on the other side, he was like, you have to look after your health. Looking after your health is vital for keeping your mind healthy. And then Pamela, she shared everything on sustainable weight loss, for more especially like around this summertime where you'll have to show off your body. And then Paula, oh my goodness, she touched everything on grief and how to come back to life by healing completely. So I'm going to encourage everyone to cultivate your mindset for success. If you can, please write it down. Cultivate your mindset for success, because you know what? The way to your success isn't always easy to discover, but you can do a lot more than you think. And none of this means that, you know, the search is invaluable. It can be tough, yes, and there may be instances of hesitation along the way, but learn how to have confidence in your dreams. You know, if you have a dream, just conduct yourself like you have faith in your own powerful voice, and guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. You know, if there is anything humankind has learned about behaviors, is that who you are and will become is 100% down to you. Who you are and will become is 100% down to you. So never, ever, ever give up on your heart's desires. Just treat every phase towards your visions as an achievement. So this is about becoming more in harmony with your deeper self. Why? I'm glad you've asked that, because you cannot produce if you're not true to yourself. So be true to yourself and you're going to be able to produce in life. Kings and queens, you really don't have to see the whole staircase in life to get to the top, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to become great in life. So get started today. You know, curveballs will continually be coming your direction, but you will see tests as opportunities to learn plan as you pursue your dream. They always say that fake it until you make it. So fake it until you make it as you attract different conducts of moving towards your dream, and push yourself to keep moving forward. How many of you, like, you ever woke up just not feeling it? Just not feeling it? Ever felt like, you know what, you just want to throw in the towel? You felt like you can't just get out of your comfort zone. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and I know how it feels like. Life sometimes is filled with unpredicted twist, and from time to time the right path isn't always clear. So letting yourself to produce over time is an essential part of life. So what do I mean by saying this is that it's so crucial to understand that disappointments are a natural part of life, and fear of achieving it hides in our own intuitive, but we'll have to kind of push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. So it's a wake-up call, kings and queens. It's a wake-up call to cultivate that mindset for success. It's a wake-up call. But when that alarm clock goes off, please, please, please don't ever hit the snooze button. Don't be like, I will wake up in the next 2 minutes. I will wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. Why don't you wake up, get going, and cultivate that mindset for success? Cultivate that mindset for success. Our destiny is not something that we can just sit by and let it happen to us. But purpose is basically a series of opportunities that allow us to learn lessons and advance our awareness. It was Nelson Mandela who once said, may your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. And trust me, that message, it stirred something within me. I know that we need to act on every given opportunity in our lives that were offered with faith. Then we will certainly accomplish the goals that we imagined our lives. But one thing you'll have to understand is that you can't give from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup, but you need to fill up your cup first. And once your cup is full, then you're going to be able to share with the world from the overflow, but you can't give from an empty cup. So it's high time, if you want to cultivate that mindset for success, just fill your cup first. And then you're going to be able to heal the world with your own very humanity. So fill that cup first. So I just want to encourage you that, by letting you know that this world that we live in, it functions rather inversely, and everything you need, it doesn't come easy. So please, please, please don't ever pay attention to naysayers, because paying attention to naysayers really is expensive. It's so expensive to pay attention to naysayers. So don't ever pay attention to naysayers. When something poses as an obstacle to you, that situation, it challenges you to discover the ability to press forward, because actual strength is in the hands of the one who flourishes, and there is hope for everyone's situation out there. So utilize it as a marvel to step onto a better view. As flight attendants always say that, you'll have to put on your oxygen mask first before you assist the person who is sitting next to you. Because if you don't, trust me, when that flight goes down, you will definitely go down, because you failed to put on that oxygen mask first to yourself before you go out there and assist your children, before you go out there and assist your neighbors. It's high time we put that oxygen mask first to ourselves. Put on that oxygen mask. What's that oxygen mask first? Is that mindset. Prepare your mindset for success, because the reality is your journey to be a better person. It doesn't start with your children. It doesn't start with your spouse. It doesn't start with your neighbors. Your reality to be a better person, it starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. So don't ever, ever give up on your heart's desires. Just recall this, just in case you can't find your way, that you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. I am a firm believer of affirmations. So we're going to affirm this together. We're going to affirm this together as if we were taking an oath by placing our left hand on our chest, and we're going to raise our right hand. If you can place your left hand on your chest and raise your right hand, and let's affirm this together, that I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Can you say it one more time, as if you have faith in your own powerful voice? And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. Say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Just give yourself a round of applause, because yes, you can have the drive within you to become what you really want to be in life. You can have the drive within you to get where you want to be in the next 6 months. The drive is just inside of you. It's not from the outside, it's inside of you. That drive is just inside of you. So go out there and face the world with courage and determination. So, you know, it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, they always butcher my name, but Nompumelelo in my own language, really, Nompumelelo, it means mother of all success. So you can see that I am really, really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve? Maybe let me say in the next 6 months. I know myself, I am one of those. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. So as a coach or as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify your limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired actions to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. I so wish that you can just tell yourself that, you know what, I've had enough. All these amazing speakers have shed more nuggets on how I can cultivate my mindset for success. So it's high time you go out there and be the change. It's high time, excuse me. It's high time you go out there and make a difference. Make a difference in your community, to those who look at you as an inspiration. But in order for you to be the change, to make a difference, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry, like a hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're that giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. And it's so funny though, because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I'm a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I see a lion, I'll have to run. I believe that's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to have that mindset for success, because I believe that we all rise together, and we rise by lifting each other up. We don't rise by tearing anyone down or maybe stepping on another person to get to the top, but we rise by lifting each other up. You know, it's so funny. It's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I just want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, I just want to encourage you that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes, since the phoenix has to die, burn, experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down. Write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what dreams you have for your own future. But here is one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence, and those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that God has better plan for every one of us. Your objective is what you were designed for, and the reason why you live today. With God, I believe that we're all destined for greatness as long as we follow His strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gift and following God's idea, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. My everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you. And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the goals, all the visions, all the skills, all the talents, and all the ideas have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me listening to all these amazing messages, it gave me sleepless nights. And I remember it very well when I started journaling my first book, Rise to Greater Heights. And I lost the count when I got to 10, honestly, because I decided to follow my dreams. And that it just gave me a purpose to see my goals through and understand that I do have everything I need to reach to my full potential. So this year, I'm also determined to rise to greater heights with as many motivated individuals who are maybe ready to start, grow, and scale their businesses within 90 days. Perhaps you're that individual who started writing a book and then you were like, you know what, I don't have time for this. You will do it tomorrow. And that tomorrow never ever came. So I'm just here to encourage you that yes, you can still write and publish that #1 best-selling book, and your book is going to be selling. It's not going to be kept on the Amazon shelves. So if you're that individual, I offer a free, no obligation 30-minute friendly Zoom consultation call, which will kind of allow me to find out more about the issues that you're experiencing, and also to see if you're a perfect fit for any of my programs. Because honestly, I don't work with everyone, but I work with individuals that are a perfect fit for any of my programs that I offer. So if you are interested in becoming a public speaker, an author, coach, or maybe that entrepreneur just want to multiply your income by doing what you truly love, what you're passionate about, and making a real impact out there, go out there on my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com, because I just want to empower you to become a highly effective leader with a kind of personalized, measurable, but a scalable program. So go on my website. And yes, everything I do in business, it comes with a guarantee. If for whatsoever reason that program that you sign up for and it doesn't work for you, but I can promise you that it's going to work, because it's the same system I've used to build an income generating business, just doing what I truly love, and it's going to work for you. But if it doesn't work for some reasons, 100% money back guarantee, because my ultimate goal is that you feel extremely confident about your purpose. So we will take it one step at a time, and you are definitely going to transform. So if you give me your why, I will show you the how. So this consultation, it offers accountability, education, growth, as well as success. And you might have to ask yourself, why is she doing this? Why now? Really, you know, I've been there, I've done that, and I know how it feels like. I remember myself like 5 years ago, I was completely lost in the hustle. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I remember I had a ton of ideas, but there was no tried and true strategy to run with my ideas. So it was only when I invested in coaching and created my first premium offer, then things started to change. And then I built an income generating business, just doing what I truly love, what I'm passionate about. So now it's your turn to build your own wealth, because the power is just inside of you. So go out there on my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com and book that free consultation call with me. Because you know what? Growing up, I didn't have much in life, because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. And I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here. I'm still sharing my message. I'm still impacting as many lives as much as I can, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you so much, Mom. So I think whosoever say that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel Nkunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share with the audience how they can reach out to you, how they can work with you. And if you have any freebie that you want to offer, please feel free to share with the audience. And also share your final thoughts on mindset for success. So Pamela, the stage is yours, Queen.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. How people can reach out to me? Well, I dropped it in the comments already. So my Facebook group, my Instagram, and my masterclass. And if you want to reach out to attend my Zumba classes, just message me. First class is free. And for mindset, well, like what doctor was saying, start now. Always start now, not tomorrow, not Monday, not next week, not next month, now.
Thank you so much, Pamela. I believe, am I muted? Yeah, I believe our audience will reach out to you because we need that someone who will just encourage us and be like, hey, get started. That Zumba class, don't skip it because it's gonna help you in your health as you maintain a solid mental health as well as your health as well. That Zumba class will be effective in your body. Thank you so much, Pamela.
Can I add something else? So if you attend my Zumba class and you find it, oh, I'm not coordinated. Oh, I have two left feet. Oh, it's too fast for me. Blah 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 blah. Many people can say a lot of things, but if you just keep on going, then it'll get easier over time. So progress over perfection, because in the health and wellness industry, and actually anywhere in the coaching industry too, like any field, people have that all or nothing mentality mindset. So how to explain that? I didn't write it down. It's like sorry, I think it's something else. Sorry. But yeah, progress over perfection. You don't have to be perfect to start.
Yeah.
It's progress, and it's okay to make mistakes. You don't. Zumba is for fun anyway, right? So it just gets easier over time.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Wow. I believe our audience will definitely reach out to you and thank you. Thank you so much. You can go ahead, Paula, and please share with the audience.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Okay, so I've put my website in the chat already, www.pjroscoe.co.uk. And in that, as I said before, you can get your freebie. It's a free healing package of positive affirmation cards that have been channeled with angel healing, and a beautiful, relaxing guided meditation in there. I've also put my Facebook page. You can find me there, and I can invite you into the private group for women. And I've also put my YouTube channel in there, which has lots of little tiny videos on grief topics and anything that, you know, specifically to you. I'm sure you're going to find it in there. And there's also a couple of meditations in there as well. So I hope that's useful for everybody. And as for mindset, I would say again, words have power. Be careful of what you say and how you use them. So whatever you say, you're going to feel. So try and raise your vibration by checking out what you are saying. If you are saying negative thoughts, try that again. If you are saying negative words, you're going to have negative thoughts and feelings. So instead of saying, I will never heal, grief is forever, change it to, right now, I don't feel it, but I trust that it will. And there's a different energy there. So just, you know, I mean, obviously find your own words that work for you, but remember, words have power.
Wow, I love your last statement. Words have power. There is power in our own tongue. Whatsoever you say, and you will definitely believe it, and it will come to pass. If you say, I am wonderfully made, you're going to be wonderfully made. But if you say, I am a failure, you're always going to see yourself as someone who always failed. Thank you so much, Paula. And I believe our audience will reach out to you and they will work with you, because I know there are many broken souls out there who just needs that healing, to heal completely, to begin to live your life. And it's gonna happen by first taking that step of ownership, that, you know what, this grief that I'm going through, it's more like this wound that I have. If my wound can heal, I will definitely heal from this, and this too shall pass. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paula, for being with us, and thank you to our amazing speakers. Really, I know we're all busy people, but for you to spare that 90 minutes to be with us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, really, we don't take it for granted. We're saying thank you. We are so humbled. We are so honored to be surrounded by such greatness. So thanks to you, amazing speakers. And to our audience online, thank you so much for joining us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I hope from all these amazing messages, from all these amazing speakers, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, and you are ready to rise to greater heights. So do join us next week at the same time, same place. Thank you. Merci. Siya Bonga.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him tell all they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him tell all they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody sweat the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as